it starts within you. And that's why it's so important, why I'm so big on healing. When you haven't healed, it's much more likely you're going to end up in the wrong relationship. It's much more likely to
I agree.
see through certain things.
Yes.
When you have, it's easier to know if love really exists here or not. But again, the reality is that most people are in the wrong relationship. So this is just a common occurrence.
You know, I think it's very interesting that you said that, because I think that, you know, when you talk about like certain things, I can understand. I think that a lot of times we do go with what we feel is safe, or what we feel like we should be doing, or what we feel like we should be in, you know, especially women. I mean, that's just what we do. And a lot of times it's not even based on the man at all. It's based on the quality. Like we think about, oh, we're 30. Oh, we need to settle down. This looks good enough. I don't feel everything I want to feel, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like you're getting into a space of like, you know, I'm qualifying this person at a necessity, or what I deem as a necessity, versus what I actually like, the connection I actually feel with this person, that I'm really tied to them, that are, you know, our spirits. Because I do believe we're spiritual beings. I do believe, you know, I don't obey God. I always talk about this, and this is not my spiritual thing, but I always say that my obedience to God has nothing to do with me being afraid of him. My obedience to God is because I love him and I don't want to hurt him with my actions. You know, I just think about like hurt my father seeing me do something bad, and I not something bad that would hurt me, but something that would hurt him, and I don't want to do that. And so I think that when you said that, I think that's very true. I think that sometimes we get into relationships and we do things like, I don't want to hear her mouth. Like, instead of doing it because, you know, I love this person, so I'm going to do these things for them because of that. But one thing you did say that I think is interesting is that you said that you felt like, if, let's say someone, so you don't think one party can be in love and the other one is not?
No.
Wow, that's interesting.
No, that is an unhealthy attachment. That is
an unhealthy attachment.
Yes. Unhealthy attachment, because again, so okay, let me give you a scenario real quick. I had a client one time, and she came to me looking for help, and she's like, I'm so in love with him, man, I don't know what to do, but you know, he's not willing to fully commit. And I'm like, all right, tell me what's going on. Supposedly it was a dude. Now I'm throwing this detail in, even though it's not really relevant, but I'm just going to add this detail. He just got out of prison, so she was down with holding him down while he was in prison. Comes out, whatever. She's still holding him down. They've been together. And he's not really pouring into her. So I said, yo, why do you love him? And she said, you know, I do this for him, and I do. She ran off all these things she did for him. And I said, listen, you just told me everything you do for him, but what the hell for you? And she paused, and she was like, he doesn't really do anything. And I said, okay, you cannot tell me you're in love with someone who pours nothing into you. That doesn't work that way, all right? And when I say doesn't pour into you, it's not even about them taking an action. If you don't even feel safe around this man, so his spirit doesn't pour safety into you. His spirit doesn't pour peace into you. So before he even physically puts his hands on, I'm saying, touches you, talks to you, whatever, you don't even feel good in his presence, yet you're telling me you're in love? No. You are attached to your investment that you made in this man.
Wow, that's good.
You've been hoping for a return on your investment. You're saying you're in love.
That's good.
You do not want to let go. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's good.
And also the reality is that a lot of women, and men too, they use the label of love to validate staying where they don't belong. Because they know if she says to you, I don't want to let go because I gave him so much, then people would say, let his ass go. But if I say to you, I don't want to let go because I'm in love, then you might try to coddle me and be more compassionate and patient with me. We buy ourselves more time from people's pressure to leave a situation if we claim the love card. You know what I'm saying? So people use that as a defense mechanism, but it's not love going on there. So no, if it's a one-way deal, it's not true love. You may have, and understand this, at the very least, you can still show love to someone. Because love is not just constricted to a relationship, romantic relationship. So show love to anybody in this world. But when we're talking about in love and connection, that has to be a two-way street. There's no way. No way.
So I have a question.
Go
Another
ahead.
one. No, I'm not even asking questions. I'm just going in.
But
Listen,
yeah.
I'm a therapist, so this is interesting. I like this. Okay, so anyway, my question is this. If you feel like you're with a man or someone is with a man like tonight that's watching, that person that they're with does not make them feel secure. They don't feel like they can trust them. They don't feel like that person is like they are questioning a person's loyalty as we speak, but they're with them. Do you feel like they actually love that person, or if that's a, or is that an unhealthy attachment to someone they shouldn't be with?
So so it starts with, did you ever feel safe with him? So
Okay.
is that okay? There are some situations where if a woman steps back and really thinks about it, she never had that peace and comfort around this man. She got caught up in the hype of who he was or who she thought he was and the fantasy of it all. And
Right.
so in that scenario, no, this is not love. All right. In a different scenario, it may have been that there was peace, there was love, but people make mistakes. And in those mistakes, yes, that can create insecurity, that can create a lack of peace. So this is a scenario where now we have to address the issue first. We should not
Right.
just go and say this isn't love because now you don't feel peace because you once did. But if you never really did, then no, then why are we here?
That's good.